A man drops his tray in a crowded cafeteria. For half a second, nothing happens. The tray clatters. The soup spreads across the floor in a slow, indifferent pattern. And then his face changes color, not from pain, not from fear, from something stranger. His heart rate spikes, blood rushes to his cheeks. His eyes drop to the floor, refusing to meet the eyes of strangers who, in a few seconds, will forget this ever happened. He knows that, and it doesn't matter. Most people assume embarrassment is a minor social inconvenience, a fleeting discomfort, barely worth studying, a blush, a joke told at a dinner party. That is not what the evidence shows. Embarrassment is not a glitch in human emotion. It is a system, a precise, involuntary, biologically ancient mechanism, one that hijacks the body faster than conscious thought can intervene. And the question researchers keep returning to is unsettling in its simplicity. Why would evolution build something so painful over something so small? To understand embarrassment, you have to look past the moment itself, past the dropped tray, the mispronounced word, the unbuttoned shirt, and into the machinery running underneath it. The blush arrives in under a second, faster than a person can decide to feel ashamed, faster than language. This is the detail that changes everything. Embarrassment does not wait for permission from the conscious mind. The body reacts first. The mind catches up afterward, scrambling to explain what the body already decided. That sequence, body before thought, is the signature of something older than culture, older than language itself. It points to a survival circuit. For most of human history, there was no such thing as anonymity. You lived, hunted, raised children, and died inside a group of perhaps 30 to 150 people. There was no leaving, no new town, no fresh start. Your reputation inside that group was not a social nicety. It was a resource as vital as food or water. A single humiliating act, cowardice in a hunt, a broken promise, a public failure could not be undone by moving away. It stayed. It followed you into every interaction for the rest of your life. In that world, being cast out did not simply mean loneliness. It meant death. No group meant no shared food, no protection from predators, no allies in conflict. Exile from the tribe was, in the most literal sense, a death sentence carried out slowly by the wilderness itself, which raises the darker implication researchers keep circling back to. Embarrassment may not exist to protect your feelings. It may exist to protect your life. Psychologists studying the blush response have noticed something strange. The reddening of the face is visible, involuntary, almost impossible to hide, which seems, on the surface, like a design flaw. If embarrassment is meant to help you, why does it broadcast your vulnerability to everyone watching? Unless that is precisely the point. Some researchers argue the blush is not a malfunction. It is a signal, a visible, honest confession. I know I made an error. I recognize the violation. I am not a threat to the group's trust. In small ancestral communities, that signal may have functioned as a kind of social insurance. The person who blushed, who looked away, who visibly suffered after a mistake, was less likely to be punished because their body had already paid a public price. The ones who couldn't blush, who showed no visible remorse, were the ones early humans learned to watch closely. In this light, embarrassment stops looking like a weakness. It starts looking like an ancient negotiation with the group, a wordless plea that says, "Do not cast me out." But here is where the story becomes stranger. Embarrassment does not only appear when we make a mistake, it appears when others make one too. Watch someone stumble on stage, forget their lines, trip in public, and your own face may flush, your own stomach may tighten, even though nothing happened to you. This is called vicarious embarrassment, and brain imaging studies have found something remarkable. The same neural regions activate whether the humiliation is yours or someone else's, which means the system was never just about you. It was built into the architecture of the group itself, a shared alarm, wired into every member, designed to protect the tribe's social fabric as a whole. Somewhere in deep evolutionary time, the boundary between self and group blurred just enough that your nervous system began treating a stranger's humiliation as a small emergency of its own. And this is where the scale of the discovery quietly expands. Because if embarrassment evolved to preserve group cohesion, to punish the individual gently enough to correct behavior, but not so harshly that the group fractured, then embarrassment was never really about you as an individual at all. It was infrastructure, load-bearing, one of the invisible mechanisms that allowed early humans, a fragile, slow, physically unremarkable species, to survive at all. in a world of predators far stronger than we were, not through strength, through cohesion, through the ability to live, correct, and forgive each other inside the same fragile circle, generation after generation. Which brings the story to its final, uncomfortable turn. We no longer live in tribes of 150. We live inside cities, inside screens, inside audiences of thousands who will forget us by tomorrow. The ancient machinery does not know this. It still reacts as though every mistake is being witnessed by the only people standing between you and the wilderness. The blush still comes, the eyes still drop, the heart still races for a spilled tray, a mispronounced word, a small and forgettable failure, because somewhere beneath conscious thought, an ancient alarm still believes that being seen failing means being left behind. Perhaps that is the quiet truth embarrassment was always trying to tell us, that we were never built to survive alone. And some part of us, deep, wordless, still burning red in the face, has never stopped believing that to be forgotten by the group is the closest thing to disappearing entirely.